Hello, sunshines. I hope that you are doing well on today. Well, we have sun and it's not windy. Okay, we're doing good today. We're gonna go ahead and get our tree stake. So this is not a forgotten area. If you all remember, one of my plans was to plant like trees and bushes in here, and we did some planting in here. We actually put the fruit trees in first. We put in, I believe, 4 apples and 2 plums. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I believe. Or we'll double check when I get in there. Yep, one, two, three. Yep, 4 apples and 2 plum trees we have put inside of the chicken run. And we also went in there and we put in some of this willow bush. That didn't work out. And we also put inside here some butterfly bushes, and those didn't work out. I haven't got forgotten or given up on this area. I think those particular bushes didn't work out because they were small, and although the chickens were not eating the bushes, they were like laying on them, breaking them, and eventually I just pulled them all out. But we do have the fruit trees still left in here, and so what I want to do today is stake them up. I noticed when I was in here the other day is that some of them are like leaning. We've had a lot of wind. They are baby trees, and so they need some assistance. And so I went and I grabbed these stakes. It was a pack of 4 that I was able to grab. These are just hardwood stakes, and we're going to use these to stake them up. And I got bungee cords. Listen, this there are tons of ways to stake up trees I have seen. And so, but this is my method. And I actually did this on my other apple trees and they are fine. So I'm going to do that with these trees today. And so we're going to get these staked up. And then while I was at the Tractor Supply, because that's where, no, I actually got these stakes from my local farm supply store. But I went to the Tractor Supply because we are preparing for low temperatures. It's supposed to get to like 27 degrees tonight. And this is the mallet for the steaks. And I went to Tractor Supply to get some more bedding for the chickens and for the goats, so they can be nice and snuggled and warm on tonight. They have tulips, 2 for $5. This is a 15 pack. And so this was $5. They have all their bulbs are like 2 for $5 or something. But these originally $9.99, and I got them for $5, so 50% off. But there's 50 in here. So what I want to do, and I know you all see me do enough tulip bulb planting, so I'm not going to plant these on camera. I just want to show you all that I grabbed some more. I have the pot that I didn't get any tulips in by the shed, I will do. And then by the brown shed where we did the landing, I forgot about that pot that we had potted up over there with some sedum. And we also put in there a mum. So I'll take that mum up and put that over there with the other mums and get some bulbs in that pot as well. And then the other bulbs, I'll find some places for them. But these are, what are these called? Darwin mix. Super pretty. This is my color. I've just been colorful. So I think I got like 4 packs. I was like, what a steal. So, boy, I'm going to have to give you all a final count on the bulbs that I have put in the yard this year, from the ground to the pots. We're going to give a final tally when it's all said and done with the bulb situation. And so we're going to do that. And then I'm hoping I can get to the front of this. Yeah, that's what we're going to do too. We're going to go in and rake out some of the leaves and do some cutting back in the front of the chicken run. So let's go ahead and get started by staking up these fruit trees. That's what we got to do. Stake up the fruit trees. Okay. I'm looking all over the place. The roost is throwing me off, all the things, but let's get inside here and stake up these trees. So this right here is our first apple tree. This is called the wine sap semi-dwarf apple. It's lost all of its leaves, and this is definitely needs help being staked up. My son said he thinks he also hit this one when he was bringing something in here, but that's okay. And this one, actually, they're all the same. So all the apple trees are the same. And when we get on the other side of the fence, I'll talk about the plum tree. So let me get these staked up. So this right here is a plum tree, and there are just two of these, and these are semi-dwarf plum trees as well, and they are Methley, Methley. So these plums right here, they're dwarf as well. This one looks very sturdy, but I'm still going to stake it. All of its leaves are almost gone, but it also has these beautiful new branches branching off of it. So yeah, I I don't know if I'm gonna have to eventually move this, because I put this one here in the spring before we put up this additional fence in. And so I may have to take this one and just move it over a little bit, but for now I'm going to leave it. And although it looks very sturdy, I'm still going to go ahead and put a stake in it just to be on the safe side. So we got all of the trees as I staked up. As you can see, the wind is blowing. So over here were the last ones. I'm glad I staked this one, although it looks sturdy. It's kind of bending, and so I know this might not be the, I don't know, the ideal. I don't know if there's probably a correct way, but like I said, this is the way I've done it, and it's worked for me. Anyways, and this is also temporary because we also know that we want the trees to actually, you know, be sturdy and get strong, and as their trunks and get bigger and thicker, and they'll be stronger. So this is temporary. So in the spring I would come in and I will loosen these straps. I try not to do the straps too tight on them, but I do want them to be held in place. But I just want to move that down because I didn't realize I put that like that. Look, see, it looked like something broke right there. But anyways, so you don't, it's temporary. It's a temporary solution. I know you can use staking to straighten them up, to strengthen them, all the things. So right now, my goal is just that they don't break when we get heavy snow and as we keep getting these strong winds. So that is my goal for staking them today. In the spring, I'll look at them again. I might unstake them, see, you know, what's going on with them. But for now, I'm happy that they're secure. And so I'm going to move on to the front of the chicken run so we could try to do some cleaning and cutting back in that area. And I know the chickens are probably ready to come out. I think I'm going to leave them in there for a little bit in their second gate. But and we have our goats down here. Everybody just got fed. And it looks like a creature. Are you all going through this? Something keeps biting through the hoses. Look at the leak. We have another leak. So we're just trying to get everyone situated for the low temperatures. We added some straw and we put a top around their little house right there. So that's like a temporary thing. But they're eating brownies over there. I don't know. The chickens are chickening and the other chickens are chickening. Anyways, let's go on the outside of this gate and see what we can do out here. So we are now in front of the chicken run. So this is a chicken run garden. And so we have tons of perennials in here. On the back of the fence, I did put bulbs in there last season. I also recently we dropped poppy seeds back there. But there's a ton of leaves in here, and as I stated before, I'm leaving a minimal amount of leaves in these spaces because the leaves are fine, but I don't want them to be this thick. I don't want them to choke out the plants, the leaves to actually suffocate or choke out my perennials, which means they will die and they will not come back. So I haven't experienced that. But I know that that's a possibility. So let's rake out some of these leaves and take a look at what we need to cut back. And also, let me turn off this water. So as you all saw, I had to bring out the big guns. I had to bring out the leaf blower, the gas powered leaf blower. That's what I had to bring out. It was the leaves were a little wet, and as I was raking, because I was using that metal rake, I pulled out a few annuals, which is okay because they're annuals. So, but I really need to bring that out. So I turned you guys off for about an hour and a half, I think, to leaf blow both spaces. And so as you can see, this is why we needed to get over here. We have some hosta that we don't want to harbor slugs and stuff. So we want to do that. We have some aster to cut back. We have some Rebecca in here that I don't know if it's getting smothered out by the lamium, but I'll check it out. But it's also needs to be cut back. Daylilies. We have some hollyhock that need to be cut back. Some bees balm with powdery mildew. We can cut back this what is this, catmint. We can do some more cutting back on that. Rebecca, the same thing. And what I did is I wasn't trying to pick up every leaf, but I just blew them in here, and we'll let out the chickens and they will have a fill day. I also came over here and went ahead and leaf blew this, and you just wouldn't, because there were so many leaves here, you didn't even see all the beauty of the things that are still intact and are still growing. And so I was able to get all the leaves up. Let's go let the chickens out, because the chickens will be very appreciative of an area that they can play in. They'll play in here, they'll look for bugs hiding in here, all the things. So that's typically what I do. I'll blow the leaves in here. It also helps the soil. And then I'll blow them in the woods. But they were enjoying a pumpkin. I gave them this big old pumpkin the other day, and it'll just compost. I'll probably take it out and throw it out, but hot chicks are inside. Let's let them out. Come on, girls, you can come out now. They're like, for what? We'll see if they come out. They still haven't decided to come out. So while they're deciding to come out, whether or not to come out, let's go ahead and start cutting back some things. I'm actually going to save whatever has powdery mildew for last. That way I can just clean my pruners at the very end when I'm all done. The only thing I see with powdery mildew is bee balm. We do have these annuals still in here, these gazinias. They are still kind of going strong. Some of them might need it. If they don't have any blooms, I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out. I do like the actual flower on the gazinia, but as you can see, they are kind of like, you know, and maybe it's just because they were covered up and it's time. So we'll pull these are annuals. Maybe I'll cut them back. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut them back and see if they come back next year, or if they've dropped seeds. I don't know. I think I'm gonna just cut them back. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna pull them, but if I don't see any blooms on those, I will cut them back. Okay, let's get to it.
Smile so wide, feeling love like an ocean tide. Every step brings a brand new chance. Let's celebrate life in our dance. Sunrise paints gold across the sky. No limits now, wings can fly. Mountains move when we believe. The power's in what we can achieve. Shine your light, oh let it glow. Let the love in your heart flow. Together we will rise above, in harmony with endless love. Voices lift as one mighty roar. We'll break free and open every door. Strength in numbers, hearts align. In this moment, we'll redefine. Raise your hands, reach for the stars. Leave the shadows, break the bars. Melodies of hope we sing. Feel the joy that our spirits bring. Shine your light, oh let it glow. Let the love in your heart flow. Together we will rise above, in harmony with endless love. Raise your hands, reach for the stars. Leave the shadows, break the bars. Melodies of hope we sing. Feel the joy that our spirits bring. Shine your light, oh let it glow. Let the love in your heart flow. Together we will rise above, in harmony with endless love. In harmony with endless love. Endless love. With endless love. Endless love.
So we got all the cutting back done, and I want to just mention that I started right here with this oh, what do we have here? I know what that is. It's not a phlox. I was gonna say phlox, but it's not dianthus. This dianthus. So this new space right here, I didn't do anything too much. Doesn't need to be done. There are like, when we go back here, I'll come back here. So this is the other part, since I'm over here, that I'm gonna pull out this put it over there in the part shade, part sun garden, where we're planting up a line of mums, and I'll put bulbs in here. I'm gonna leave the sedum in here though. So the sedum is already producing next year's blooms on both sides, so I'm gonna leave the sedum. I'm just gonna pull that out. And then over here we have some astilbe. It's I can cut that back. And then we have some hostas actually right here. So since I'm here, I'll just pull that because it's at the stage I can just pull it. And then we have some sedum that can be cut back, but that's it. But look at this little corner right here with the guacamole, coral bell, and the rhododendron, and then that sedum right there. So I'll come and I'll cut that back. That's just all I have to do in this area, so I'll do that a little later. Hopefully this rhododendron survive, I don't know, but that one looks absolutely gorgeous, and that sedum looks gorgeous. And so I just wanted to point out that I didn't come to this side, and that's the pot that I need to put tulips in. But I started on this side. We started on the other side, but I ended on this side, came down and did this side, which way I went, you all saw. But there's still so much in here that just looks good. We have a lot of hollyhocks that I had to cut back, and we actually have some bee balm here. And this bee balm, it looks gorgeous. It is not, doesn't have powdery mildew at all. The butterfly bushes over here are looking good. The lungwort is looking good. We have dianthus here. We have some scabiosa that still has like blooms on it. These three are scabiosa. We have dianthus. I believe those are the bellflowers. Those are the double bellflowers. We cut back some catmint over here. This is a bush. I actually have the tag in my pocket. I had one on each side. I think I have the tag that I had to pull out. The other one died. I guess I don't. I thought I pocketed the tag, but anyways, this is a bush that this one, it dropped all of its leaves. We have some right here. What is this? There, is that a tag? Nope. I know right here this is Coreopsis, but back here I think this is, because this is the same. Whatever I told y'all the other day, I couldn't think of it. That's what it is, okay? And then we have the lamium in here, and I don't mind the lamium growing over the rocks. It looks great, but I don't want it to grow into the grass, so I try to remember to cut it back. Mixed inside this lamium, we have what is this? Daisies. So there's some daisies in there. So yeah, I don't know what, Veronica. Why can't I remember Veronica? Veronica. We put Veronica in many places. Another butterfly bush. These are the butterfly bushes that I'm showing you that were inside the chicken coop. And remember, I thought they were going to die, and look at them now. They look fabulous. So if you notice, some of the actually, that's a lilac, and then that's this particular bush that I can't think of the name of it, but that's a lilac that dropped all of its leaves, the one I was talking about down there. I did towards the end start just pulling some of those annuals, those gazinias, because I realized how many I had. Right here is, I hope it comes back. It's very small, but it's a catmint, but I see some new growth down in there, so we might be okay. I left this sedum up. I forgot to cut these branches. I'll come back and cut these from the hollyhock if I can. Oh, got it. I left those up for now, that sedum. I think the sedum is so pretty. Just backing up so I can throw the hollyhock inside my barrel here that is full. We're going to come back and we'll do roses all through the yard another day. So I left that rose alone, and we'll talk about those when I go to do those. And then on this side, we have some Coreopsis down here. We have the catmint, and then we cut back a bunch of daylilies I have in here. I planted those last year. And then this has, yep, it has powdery mildew, so I'm gonna cut that now that I'm done cutting everything. We have Black Eye Susan in here. We do have some poppies, and I was thinking, like, I hope when I leaf blowed the area that I didn't blow the poppy seeds out of, because I dropped them all back there. But since I've dropped them, we've had tons of rain, so I'm hoping that they're already like sunken in. I don't know what this is, but it looks like a trio. I was gonna pull it because I was like, is that a trio of weeds? I'm gonna just leave it for now because I don't know all of my little seedlings. I don't know what all of them look like. I think this is a Coreopsis I had put in here, and then Again, we have the lamium and this lamium I cut back away from the rocks. I love lamium. And inside here we have some Rebecchias. This one is fine. There was one over here that might have died, but there were two others that look like they're fine. The lamium, look how pretty that is. Sorry about my hands. The lamium might be choking them out because I literally planted them inside of the lamium and it looked pretty. Down here we have the aster all in here, so next year we'll have some growth. Pull that weed, pick that up. Let's see. Oh, the chickens came out and they decided they were going to go over there. They have not touched my pile of leaves yet. Boo. We have some more lungwort right here. Remember I put these two back and they're fine. This one is just like tipped over, I guess. Hollyhock. Then we have this tree here. We have a bunch. We had some I pulled out, there was a big hosta, and there's hosta in here. I'm not really worried about this area. Hi Brownie. I gotta get those leaves and chuck them in the woods. But yeah, it looks so much better. I am not putting any mulch down. This is how we're gonna leave it for basically until spring. But like I said, we'll talk about the roses at a later date. More leaves will make their way in there. It was just too many leaves, too many leaves that were in there. So now to go plant up more tulips for me. They found the pal. Have fun, guys. Children will also humble you. I'm out here working hard in the yard, and my son comes out and he's like, Mommy, what's wrong with your hair? So I was like, I'm working hard. Don't you see me working hard? So when I look back at the footage, I don't know what I'm looking like, but whatever it is, you guys, please don't judge me. I was working hard. Anyways, I want to say thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, don't forget to leave a comment because I will talk back. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you've done all three, thank you. If you haven't, please consider. Until next time, blessings. Bye.